next massive digital movie release that really intrigued me due to the esoteric visual treatment and storyline was the Malayalam film titled Sufiyum Sujatayum, translating to Sufi and Sujata, directed by Shahnawaz. The film, which stars Jayasurya, Aditi Rao Hydari, and Dev Mohan in key roles, focuses on a mute girl who falls head over heels for a man, a Sufi saint, visiting his mentor. How infatuation develops into deep love but is unacceptable to the family of Sujata, alluding to the caste system and social customs that have been propagated for several years. How this leads to the father arranging the marriage of a mute child to an individual from the UAE, leading to the extreme resentment and longing of her first love, is the basic premise of Sufiyum Sujatayum. In a day and age where we believe romance is the toughest to portray in Indian cinema, only having a few outliers, here's me telling you whether this romantic drama worked as a holistic storyline. So here's me presenting the good and bad aspects in no particular order of the film so that you guys can ultimately decide whether it's worth your time on Amazon Prime Video or not. Minimalism. The feature that is toughest to express, especially when you have a protagonist that is mute, is to emote deep emotions and capture precisely that. This art form requires a combination of skillful visuals, a credible performance, and most importantly, the director's cues, especially in this case, when the intention is to present an intense romance. Keeping in mind the visuals, cinematographer Annu Muttedat has beautifully captured some moments. Acts of kindness and intense love are expressed through gestures, a glance, or simply through the eyes. The movie has moments where you can see Sujata, played by Aditi Rao Hydari, feel unexplainably drawn to the Sufi, played by Dev Mohan. His ways, his body language, and his demeanor, she is in awe of all of it. The harsh reality that I have to confess is that these moments stand out independently, but don't have a strong hold in making the otherwise very simplistic premise come out as an effective piece of art holistically. Pace. The issue that many people will feel while watching this film is its slow pace. Long drawn out sequences exist in the movie with minimal dialogues. The problem is that rather than focusing on beautiful moments shared between the principal characters, an aspect that can grow immense empathy among viewers to root for the forbidden love, the creators depend on the beautiful music of the film to carry the weight of the intense human relationship. When I look at the principal character like Barfi, played by Ranbir Kapoor, the film balanced the use of music and moments brilliantly. From carefree infatuation to a childlike simplicity, from unconsolable heartbreak to a transformation of closure, there was enough time spent between characters that was skillfully presented, in contrast to the brief moments in the case of Sufiyum Sujatayum. Music and performances. The soul of the film, hands down, is the breathtaking music and extremely convincing performances of the cast. The music created by M. Jayachandran, especially because of the magnetic and powerful voice in the azan. There is a lingering theme with the music that persists throughout its running minutes. Even though I think it was overworked, the impactful and powerful songs such as Alhamdulillah, a Hindi song called Kami Teri, and Baate Kallu Vellari Prav will stay with you. The three principal characters, however, put forth such earnest performances. Jayasurya, who plays the role of Rajiv, an insurance firm worker who identifies the longing and sadness within his wife, does an extremely commendable job. There is an anger that brews within him, a man oblivious to the intensity of the deep love she had for the Sufi. Dev Mohan, in his first film, does a phenomenal job. He immerses himself in the body language of a Sufi, a saint who vows of poverty and austerity. His calm energy and the ease with which he executes the whirling dervishes will be a treat to watch, I assure you. You will fall in love with Aditi Rao Hydari. She is so beautiful, and those eyes simply depict an individual longing for that real feeling, a feeling that can never be replicated. A childlike wonder or developing into deep love is expressed brilliantly by Hydari. I've been a fan of her work since London, Paris, New York, and I'm awestruck on how her talent is so underutilized in Hindi cinema. Screenplay. The biggest issue why the movie does not soar into becoming a classic romantic musical of forbidden love is due to the simple nature with which it partakes on the journey to the conclusion. The beats of the film become extremely predictable, and especially midway through the film, you will wonder how this film will soar into becoming a memorable one for the ages. But it never really takes off. Because of the way the scenes unfurl, it removes the sense of wonder within the viewers, as you precisely know how things will transpire. Symbolism. What the film beautifully captures, and no one can deny this, is its effective way with which it depicts symbolism. A feather falling from the sky indicating a message from the angels of a love nearby. Where Aditi portrays a mute girl, her role in society isn't any different from her inability. As suitors for Sujata are being discussed by primarily men, one person says, "What's the use of talking anyway?" To which the father replies, "She doesn't have a decision above my word," clearly showcasing how Sujata never really has a choice to carve her own destiny. A prophecy of a change in outcome when the tree bears fruit, and several other metaphors that beautifully lend to enhance the otherwise simple story. The film is a musical drama of forbidden love. A first love so pure, so real that it is unexplainable to replicate with anyone again. A love so tangible that you may be enveloped with acts of kindness now, but you still are drawn to those memories. The film portrays how a man of duty and austerity has to constantly fight feeling human. The film, in its effort to portray precisely this, puts forth an earnest attempt, but does not soar high to become a classic. Reminiscing the same theme, I remembered the 1993 film Remains of the Day, starring Anthony Hopkins and Emma Thompson, and the helpless dilemma Hopkins' character James Stephens feels between his duty and being unexplainably drawn towards Sally. It also reminded me of the intensity with which Amar feels drawn to Moina, knowing very well that their destiny is nothing but bleak. As I said, Sufiyum Sujatayum is a praiseworthy but simple attempt at the same, but according to me, it did not soar to become a classic in the genre. And that was the video, guys. Write down in the comments below what you thought about the movie. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. The handle's right in front of you. Follow me at JammyPants4. Also, please support us by smashing the like button and subscribing to our channel for weekly content ahead. Thank you for watching.